Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. It's been a hot minute. Wait a minute, I mean, like maybe a month or two. But we're finally back with finally a good trade. And why do I say finally a good trade? Because we haven't been taking any good setups for the past maybe month or two. I'm gonna explain a bit more in depth later on. But of course, the main reason why everyone is watching is how did I make 4K on one account in a couple minutes? Right? That's primarily why you're watching this. So first I'm gonna explain why, and then I'm just gonna talk about what's been going on, maybe psychology for you as well, maybe something to, get some tips on, whatever. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. So first up, how do we see the day? Well, you have these obviously two very high probability targets, right? But which one is going to be more probability? Which one does it want to take? Are we going to go take this one and then go lower, maybe this one and go higher, or maybe this and then lower? We don't know yet. At least I don't know yet. I'm not a market maker. It would be weird if you knew what was going to happen. So that's why you kind of wait patiently, right? You mark out these two as your draw on liquidities for the day, and you just kind of see what happens with the market, because you don't want to trade what you want to see. You want to trade what actually happens. All right, so we have this right here, you know, London low's been swept on ES, I'm pretty sure as well. You can double check, it's not a problem. Yeah, on London low, so no SMT there. And we did have these Asia high SMTs, so that's of course something to be careful of, something to watch out for. But if your bias is bullish and you're like very keen on this high getting taken out, then that shouldn't really matter that we have an SMT on the Asia high, because your drawn liquidity is still above. So this can be like a temporary SMT. Maybe it goes down for a couple candles, maybe for like the 15-30 minute candle, and then it goes up again. So we start off the day with this massive push. Massive, you say? Yes, I say massive. So we have this very, very big push, and we have this going to the low. Saw some couple people take this. Even I was thinking about taking this. Because if you see on the 30-second, you have this like very, it's up to you if you say this would be an FEG. That gets respected. But yeah, I did think about taking this, but I didn't, because I want to see Asia high get swept first, for me to get short, and then maybe to this low. I saw like even PB took this trade, but he had this TP on this low instead of this low, so break even for him. Then, and here comes the part where I have been struggling with for a couple months, and like I said, I'm gonna explain that in a second. But I got into this trade, 8-tier setup. Honestly, we have this hourly that got respected. Pretty sure that we have an SMT. Let me check. Yes, we did have an SMT as well. So very strong confluences, an SMT. Mark that out with a 5-minute IFEG, and then obviously you could have just took an entry like right here, put your stops at the low like right here, and it just went up, right? It just went flying up to this Asia highs. That would have been your trade for the day. That was my trade for the day. But the thing is, I went out of this trade. You're gonna ask, why did you go out of this trade? Because I've been really struggling with following my plan, because I know I have a plan that works. I know I have a plan that made me 10K in December. But because after that 10K, I've been just struggling to stick to my plan, and I've just been emotionally trading for a long time. My mind made this world up that whenever I enter a trade, I will lose it because I've been trading like emotionally for, some time. And it's, building up new habits is very easy. Getting rid of old habits is very hard compared to smoking. Like smoking is, or starting to smoke is very easy, but stopping to smoke is one of the most difficult things in the world. And that's kind of where I've been, really, not literally smoking, but trading. But I've been really trying to get conscious of it, and I'm seeing progress, right? And that's why I'm making this video today, because lately I've been only seeing setups, which definitely I haven't taken, but I do see them. And I just get frustrated at myself because I'm like, why didn't you take this? Oh, damn, you just don't want to lose. Just stick to your plan, whatever. I'm gonna talk more about that in a minute. But yeah, so we had this trade where I was in, and then I got out, and I was like, damn, that was my, you know, I would have passed this 100K fund. That was the trade I needed. So, just wondering what the market was gonna do next. I saw this consolidation, and to me, this looked like a free AMD setup, right? Like consolidation, we swept the low, and then we would go higher. Now, obviously, hindsight, I'm pretty sure why we consolidated this hard was because Trump was gonna make a tweet, and as we know, market is priced in. This doesn't happen just because it happens. You know, to my knowledge, the actual like market makers or the institutionals or the banks, whatever you want to call it, they probably knew Trump was going to make a tweet, right? So I had a lot of consolidation here, just kept being swept, and then just one move down. And from here, you're like, what the hell is going on? But of course, you have to be patient, right? Like, even in my mind, I'm still stuck here on this trade. Like, damn, I should have been funded, and you're just gonna look. But I have really been able to not take like bad setups. Like, I've been only focusing on good setups, and even if I didn't take them, I was only focusing on the good setups, right? So you just, keep on wondering. You're kind of, it's pretty long. Like, it sucks that you could have been done trading 2 hours ago, but you're still there. And at this point, because I saw this go up, and at this point, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm good of seeing this. But then what happened is this right here. Look at this. Like, the Asia high is obviously the doll, right? But we missed it barely. Like, barely. And to me, I'm like, okay, that's clear. So normally, I tell myself I'm not gonna trade on my phone or outside of the computer or whatever. But I was like, you know what? This is clear to me. It's a clear door. I just need to see something good. So I was gymming at the gym, saw this go all the way down, and I was like, okay, damn, what could happen now? How could we pull back from this and go all the way up? Because to me, I don't see us breaking this low. Definitely not this low. To me, we're gonna go up, right? So you mark out this effigy, this one, and you're like, okay, let's see where it wants to, pull back, reverse, where it wants to, have some support to go back up. And you see here, we get some buybacks. We also drew out this perfectly on the level, right? Boom, what do we see? An effigy or IFG, right? This right here, reverses. We even have a what I call pre-effigy, one of my own things, where we fill out this. So as you saw, right, the candle started like this and we went up. Then the next candle we went down. We basically filled this up, and here I took my entry on the next candle right here, and from that on it was smooth sailing. That's pretty much it. I risked like 4 minis because it was a 100K eval lucid pro that I got on the expo. in London. So shout out to everyone who was there. No shout out to them themselves, because then it was so badly organized. Like, you probably have seen it on Twitter, on X. It was so bad. Like, they, at some point, they literally sent everyone home who was there. But yeah, that was pretty much the trade for this 8-tier setup with an SMT. I mean, it's literally like the same kind of setup that you see here, just without the SMT. Um, just two very, very clean setups. And honestly, like, these couple past weeks have been so, so clean. I've just not been able to profit off of them, because, and obviously that's my fault, but I've just been too too scared to take the trades, right? Because in my mind just keeps saying you're gonna lose, which I'm not, because I have a profitable system, which is definitely something I have to still keep working on. You know, one step forward, two step back. This step back just feels like an enormous step back, but I know for a fact we're gonna get stronger out of this. You never stop learning, whatever you want to say. Like, that's that. But yeah, very clean setups, and as you can see, we flew to the high and we took it out, and that was it. And at that point, you literally don't have any draws on liquidity left, at least for me. So, I mean, it's just gonna do whatever it wants, right? And like I said, I did trade on my phone, so I don't have the replay on it, or at least I do, but it's gonna be like not good on PC. So I'm just gonna show this picture right here, proof obviously that we did take the trade, 4K in one trade. I like scalped because, like I said, I was in this trade and I closed a bit early, so I like took a bit profit there and just kept like scalping that way, right? But honestly, if you're watching this as well and you're struggling, just stick to your plan. If you have a profitable plan, if you have a plan that you have data on and that you know works, just stick to it. Don't even touch the, this button, this X here, that market close. Don't even touch it. Just put your TP, put your SL, maybe break even if that's part of your plan, and just leave it to that. And that's something I have to keep telling myself as well. Like not only you guys that are watching, but myself as well. Like, it's something I like keep doing, and it just prevents me from making money. You just have to stick to it. Risk maybe 300-500 depending on your account. That's it. If you win, you win. Lock out for the next day, because tomorrow you will have another trading day. You will see better setup. It might take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It doesn't matter. You will see it. Right. Um, like I said, I'm glad I'm able to make a video again. Glad to show you guys a winning trade after like months of not being able to trade. I literally had like 2 Lucid Flex accounts that I've been trading for literally a month, and with that, I kept like farming the 5 winning days, and literally like at my fifth winning day, I just blew it because I was greedy, and it just took too long. I got impatient, which is dumb, because if I just held them, I was already at 5 winning days, could have easily risked maybe 1 micro, or maybe even 2 or 5 micros, whatever you want. Boom, 2K right there. And that would have been a very nice payout, 2K payout. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope to give you guys another winning day video. Hope to see you guys in another video as well. Hope you guys watch that shit as well. Yeah, see you then. Bye bye.